बच्चों, कैसे हैं आप सभी? आई होप आप सभी बहुत अच्छे से होंगे। क्लास की शुरुआत करते हैं। चैप्टर है हमारा विमेन एंड सोशल रिफॉर्मर्स। लर्निंग पार्ट। व्हाई सो मैनी रिफॉर्मर्स फोकस्ड ऑन द विमेन्स क्वेश्चन? वर्क्स ऑफ स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती एंड आर्य समाज। विमेन रिफॉर्मर्स, रिफॉर्म्स अमंग द पारसीज, रिफॉर्म्स अमंग द मुस्लिम्स, इम्पैक्ट्स ऑफ द रिफॉर्म मूवमेंट्स. During the British rule, the Indian society suffered from various ills. The chief among them was the indifferent attitude of the society towards women. बच्चों, जो ब्रिटिश रूल के टाइम पर जो इंडियन सोसाइटी थी वो वुमेन्स के लिए, उनके एजुकेशन के लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा उनका जो एटीट्यूड था वो इंडिफरेंट था. Women suffered from the following disabilities. कौन कौन से इनके disabilities फॉलो करने पड़े? सबसे पहला है low status. Women had no independent status in the family and the society. Their economic dependence on man was a major cause of their low status. They were considered inferior to men in all aspects. Under the patriarchal system, the will of the husband prevails in all decisions. बच्चों, women के पास में कोई independent status नहीं था. family या फिर society में कहें, उनका economic डिपेंडेंस जो था वो उनका मेजर कॉज था लो स्टेटस पर. वो अपने हस्बैंड के ऊपर किसी भी चीज़ के लिए डिपेंड रहती थी. नेग्लेक्ट ऑफ एजुकेशन. इन एंशियंट टाइम्स women वर गिवन इक्वल राइट टू एजुकेशन. ड्यूरिंग द medieval पीरियड their एजुकेशन was neglected because they were neither required to seek employment nor to study scriptures. पहले के टाइम में विमेन जो होता है उनके पास में राइट टू एजुकेशन नाम की कोई चीज़ ही नहीं थी. उन्हें एजुकेशन दिया ही नहीं जाता था क्योंकि उन्हें नेग्लेक्ट किया जाता था, क्योंकि ना उनके पास में एम्प्लॉयमेंट का कोई आसार था, ना ही उन्हें स्क्रिप्चर्स जो स्टडी नहीं कराया जाता था. चाइल्ड मैरिज ऑफ गर्ल्स was common due to the custom of dowry. Although child marriage was banned by law in 1860, it is still a common practice in some areas. The minimum age of marriage for girls was fixed at 10 years, which was increased to 12 years in 1891 and 13 years in 1925. The Sharda Act of 1930 fixed 14 years as the marriageable age for girls. After independence in 1915, the Hindu Marriage Act raised the age to 18 years. पर जो चाइल्ड मैरिज जो था वो कॉमन है कस्टम डाउरी की वजह से. हालांकि चाइल्ड मैरिज जो है वो बैन किया गया था लॉ के तहत जो 1860 में था. इसके अलावा भी इस लॉ के पास होने के बाद भी ये चाइल्ड मैरिज जो प्रैक्टिस किया जाता था कुछ एरियाज़ में, जैसे कि सबसे पहले जो मिनिमम एज था मैरिज का गर्ल्स का वो 10 साल था, फिर 12 साल हुआ 1891 में, फिर 13 साल किया गया 1925 में. शारदा एक्ट के थ्रू अंतर्गत इसे 1930 में 14 साल फिक्स किया गया और इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद में 1955 के बाद में हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट के तहत 18 साल कर दिया गया कि एक महिला की शादी, एक लड़की की शादी तभी हो सकती है जब वो 18 साल की ऊपर की हो. सती सिस्टम. सती वॉज an old funeral custom, particularly in Rajasthan, in which the widow was immolated alive on her husband's funeral pyre. The act was supposed to be voluntarily on the widow's part and was deemed as an act of peerless piety. In practice, though, it was sometimes forced on the widow by various social pressures. The custom gained popularity by the 7th सेंचुरी. इस कस्टम में क्या किया जाता था, जो विडोज़ होती थी या फिर जो मैरिड वेमेन होती थी, जब उनके पति मर जाते थे तो उसके बाद में जब हस्बैंड की चिता जल रही होती थी तो वेमेन को भी उसी चिता पर आग लगा दी जाती थी, जिसे सती प्रथा कहा जाता है. In the early 19th century, the sati custom was prevalent in Hooghly and Nadia, Bengal, Ghazipur, Uttar Pradesh, and Shahadabad, Bihar. In South India, this custom prevailed in Ganjam, Odisha, Masulipatam, Andhra Pradesh, and Tanjore, Tamil Nadu, in Rajasthan, Punjab, and Kashmir. However, this custom was prevalent among the women of high castes. Overall, the custom was more prevalent among Brahmins and Rajputs than in other castes. Did you know? During the Rajput period, Chauhar, the practice of the voluntary immolation of all the wives and daughters of defeated warriors in order to avoid capturing and consequent molestation was prevalent. The custom was limited to the Kshatriya caste named Rajputs, who formed the upper and the ruling castes of Rajasthan. Women who practiced it gained respect in the community. Prohibition of widow remarriage. While men could marry more than one wife or remarry after becoming a widower, widowed women were not allowed to remarry. They lived a miserable life of neglect and despair. They were sometimes forced to commit suicide or walk out of the house in disgust. बच्चों जो मेन होते थे उस टाइम के, वो एक से ज़्यादा वाइफ रख सकते थे, यानी कि अगर उनकी वाइफ मर जाती है तो उन्हें विडोवर कहा जाता था, लेकिन वो दूसरी शादी कर सकते थे। वहीं जो विमेन होती थी उनमें रीमैरिज करने का कोई ऑप्शन नहीं दिया जाता था। उनकी लाइफ मिजरेबल हो जाती थी, उनकी लाइफ को नेग्लेक्ट किया जाता था, डिस्पेयर कर दिया जाता था, और कुछ विमेन जो कि घर में उनको इतना अत्याचार सहना पड़ता था जिसकी वजह से वो आत्महत्या तक कर लेती थी। पर्दा सिस्टम. Parda system is the practice of requiring women to cover their bodies and conceal their form. It was practiced by the Hindu and Muslim women alike, but mostly by Muslim women. बच्चों पर्दा सिस्टम जो होता है उसमें मुंह और शरीर को ढक दिया जाता है कपड़ों से, यानी कि ये जो सिस्टम है वो प्रैक्टिस किया जाता था हिंदू और मुस्लिम के द्वारा, और ज़्यादातर जो मुस्लिम औरतें होती थी उनके द्वारा। इट हैज़ नाउ डेवलप्ड इनटू एन इंस्टीट्यूशन. इट सिग्निफाइज रिस्ट्रिक्शंस ऑफ मोबिलिटी ऑफ women, curtailment of their right to interact freely. It is a symbol of subordination of women. Dowry system. The ancient custom of Kanyadan, giving away of daughter, where the father presented his daughter with jewelry and clothes at the time of her marriage, extracting of dowry in return for agreeing for a wedding, as has been illegal since 1960. Despite this, there have been many cases of attempted murder of newly married women whose parents were unable to pay the dowry amount demanded by the in-laws. Hundreds of women die each year because of dowry deaths. Many die each day in intentional bride burning. Dowry system has been one of the prime reason that the birth of a female child is considered a ban for the family. That is why female foeticide and female infanticide are becoming frequent. बच्चों जब कन्यादान किया जाता है, पहले के टाइम में जब कन्यादान किया जाता था तो डाउरी सिस्टम का काफ़ी ज़्यादा प्रचलन था। डाउरी दिया जाता था, उसके मैरिज में ज्वेलरी दी जाती थी लड़की के पिताजी के द्वारा। हालांकि इसे 1960 में इलीगल कहा जाने लगा, लेकिन फिर भी हम आज भी देखते हैं कि कई महिलाओं को जलाकर मार दिया जाता है अगर उनके फादर उनके जो लड़की है उनकी बेटी के इन-लॉज द्वारा अगर वो डाउरी मांग रहे हैं उसे अगर नहीं कंप्लीट कर पाए तो कई महिलाएं तो सुसाइड तक कर लेती है। Domestic violence is also seen in the form of physical abuse. This is higher among the lower socio-economic classes. Socio-economic classes और higher क्लासेस में भी डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, जो कि फिजिकल अब्यूज़ होता है, यानी अपने ही घर में अपने इन-लॉज द्वारा, अपने हस्बैंड द्वारा फिजिकल अब्यूज़ सहना। No inheritance in property. In the society, women had no right to inherit their father's or husband's property. Why so many reformers focused on the women's question? क्यों बहुत सारे रिफॉर्मर्स ने विमेंस के क्वेश्चन पर ही ध्यान दिया, अपना फोकस डाला? थिंकिंग शॉर्ट. योर मदर इज एन एडिटर ऑफ अ लीडिंग मैगजीन. रिसेंटली यू बिगिन टू नोटिस द बिहेवियर ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स फैमिली हु ट्रीट्स योर मदर विद इमेंस रिस्पेक्ट while she ill treats your friend's mother because she is a housewife. What will you tell your friend regarding this so that she or he understand the value of a housewife and housework? So many reformers focused on the condition of women because women were discriminated for several things. To fight against the social evils and to awaken their future, several reformers struggled. Some educated Indians joined the social reform movement. बहुत सारे रिफॉर्मर्स थे जिनका ध्यान था विमेन के कंडीशन पर, क्योंकि विमेंस को सोसाइटी में बहुत ही ज़्यादा डिस्क्रिमिनेट किया जाता था बहुत सारी चीज़ों में. केस स्टडी. The work of reformers in Maharashtra. In the 19th century, the society in Maharashtra was ridden with many socio-religious evils. The first reform movement in Maharashtra for the uplift of women was led by Gopal Hari Deshmukh in 1840s. He educated and awakened the people through his writings in Marathi for his concern for the welfare of the people and promotion of social and religious equality. He earned the title of Lokahitawadi. Jyotiba Govindrao Phule. Jyotiba Rao Phule, popularly called Jyotiba or Mahatma Phule, founded the Satya Shodhak Samaj. He was a zealous social reformer who took up earnestly the cause of women and the downtrodden people in Maharashtra. He reached out to the widows and helped them to remarry. In 1854, he also started a school to educate the children of the depressed classes. His campaign for the economic regeneration of the depressed classes and the removal of untouchability soon acquired the character of an anti-Muslim movement. Nonetheless, his endeavors went a long way in creating a consciousness about the plight of the depressed classes among the people. In his efforts, he was actively supported by the social reformers like Jagannath Shankar Seth and Bhau Daji. Prarthana Samaj. Keshav Chandra Sen's tour in Maharashtra led to the foundation of the Prarthana Samaj Prayer Society in Mumbai, Bombay in 1867. Leaders like Atmaram Pandurang, R.G. Bhandakar and M.G. Ranade, Gopal Krishna Gokhale and N.M. Joshi lent great strength to the activities of this Samaj. The society conducted night schools for working people and associations of women for education of girls. It also ran an orphanage and asylum at Pandarpur. Two great members of this Samaj were Mahadev Govind Ranade and R.G. Bhandarkar. Mahadev Govind Ranade was an eminent social reformer and scholar. He campaigned against the child marriage parda system and advocated for widow remarriages. Mahadev गोविंद रनाडे जो थे एक एमिनेंट सोशल रिफॉर्मर थे, एक स्कॉलर थे जिन्होंने कैंपेन किया अगेंस्ट चाइल्ड मैरिज के, पर्दा सिस्टम के और विडो remarriage के. He was a great advocate of the Hindu-Muslim unity. He particularly began a purity movement which included temperance and anti-nuptial agitations, emissions of converts from other faiths into Hinduism and reduction in marriage expenses. Under his spiritual guidance in the Deccan Education Society was founded in 1884. It opened a small school which later grew into the famous Fergusson College of Pune. The work of reformers in Bengal. In the early 19th century, Indian society was suffering from oppression of women and inhuman practices like infanticides, sati, etc. Some educated Indians were deeply influenced by the liberal philosophy of the West based on the urge of rationalism and humanism and felt the urge of removing the irrational social and religious practices. They led many radical reforms movements. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, 1772 to 1833, belonged to an educated and respected family of Hooghly, Bengal. He was a great scholar, religious and social reformer, educationist, journalist and an internationalist. In 1828, he founded the Brahmo Sabha, a group of progressive thinkers, which was renamed as Brahmo Samaj in 1830. He undertook the task of social reformers. He condemned the dreadful practice of sati. To him, this remorseless practice was nothing less than a grave crime, which ought to be abolished. He created a strong public opinion against the sati practice and then urged Lord William Bentinck to abolish the system of sati and make it a punishable offence under law. उन्होंने ये गुहारिश की, उन्होंने लॉर्ड विलियम बेंट्रिक से राजा राम मोहन ने गुजारिश की कि इस सिस्टम को, सती सिस्टम को अबॉलिश किया जाए, पनिशेबल माना जाए अंडर लॉ के. He raised his voice against the solution of women, polygamy, child marriage, female infanticide and pleaded for the education of women and widow remarriage. After the death of Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Keshav Chandra Sen organized a new Samaj called the Brahmo Samaj of India, which exercised great influence in the struggle of social reform. It encouraged the education of women, campaigned for widow remarriage and legislation to prevent child remarriages. Did you know? क्या आप जानते हैं Raja Ram Mohan Roy was keen to spread the knowledge of Western education in the country and bring out greater freedom and equality for women. He wrote about the way women were forced to bear the burden of domestic work, confined to the home and the kitchen, and not allowed to move out and become educated. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was a great scholar, reformer, rationalist, and humanist. He was a staunch supporter of women's एजुकेशन. ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर जो थे वो एक ग्रेट स्कॉलर, रिफॉर्मर, रैशनलिस्ट और ह्यूमनिस्ट थे और विमेन एजुकेशन के वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा सपोर्ट में थे. ही हेल्प्ड टू एस्टेब्लिश द बैथ्यून स्कूल, द फर्स्ट इंडियन स्कूल फॉर गर्ल्स इन 1849. उन्होंने पहला गर्ल्स स्कूल ओपन किया 1849 में. ही सेट अप 35 schools for girls. His greatest contribution was to the cause of widows, uplift and girls' education. His efforts was appreciated by Governor General Dalhousie. The Widow Remarriage Act 1857 was brought about by the efforts of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Swami Vivekanand. Swami Vivekanand Narendranath Datta was born on 12th January 1863 at Kolkata. He studied Western philosophy in the Scottish Church College in Kolkata After the death of his guru Ramakrishna Paramhansa, Swami Vivekananda became a monk to spread his teachings. He founded the Ramakrishna Mission in 1897 to carry on the humanitarian and social work. He advocated the study of Western science along with Vedanta. Did you know? क्या आप जानते हैं? In 1893, Swami Vivekananda attended the World Parliament of Religions at Chicago in the USA as a representative of Hinduism. While portraying Hinduism as a religion of tolerance and universal acceptance, he won many Westerns as his followers. 1893 में स्वामी विवेकानंद ने वर्ल्ड पार्लियामेंट जो ऑफ रिलीजियस जो है, जो कि शिकागो में हुआ था, यूएस के शिकागो में उन्होंने वो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव थे हिंदुइज्म के. हेनरी विवियन डी रोजियो was a contemporary of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He was deeply inspired by the revolutionary ideas of liberty, equality and fraternity that had inspired the French Revolution 1789. At the young age of 17, he became a teacher in Hindu College at Kolkata. He encouraged radical ideas among his students and attracted a large number of followers known as Derosians. He brought about an intellectual revolution among his followers. He organized the Young Bengal, an association of students who carried on the Young Bengal movement. They advocated for emancipation of women, eradication of social evils and promotion of social education. Let's do it. Suppose you are a reformer of the past age and you work for the uplift of the women. Write about it expressing empathy for the Indian women and your deeply entrenched will to uproot all the prevalent evil against them. बच्चों इसकी प्रैक्टिस आप खुद से कीजिएगा. Works of Swami Dayanand Saraswati and Arya Samaj. Swami Dayanand was born in an Orthodox family in Gujarat in 1824. Quite early in life, he lost his faith in idol worship in 1875. He formally established the first Arya Samaj unit at Bombay, that is Mumbai. The Samaj soon became a bulwark against social vices. It vigorously promoted female education, widow remarriage and all kinds of philanthropic works including special schools for girls. The Arya Samaj worked for the uplift and emancipation of women. Did you know? Swami Dayanand founded the Arya Samaj in 1877, an organization that attempted to reform Hinduism. बच्चों स्वामी दयानंद जो है उन्होंने आर्य समाज की खोज की 1875 में. ये एक ऐसा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन था जिसने हिंदुइज्म को रिफॉर्म किया था. Women reformers. In a male-dominated society where women got no education and where mobility outside home was restricted, the reform movement was also dominated by men. However, women belonging to progressive families learned to read and write. बच्चों एक मेल डोमिनेटेड सोसाइटी जहाँ पर मेल्स को ही हर चीज़ करने का अधिकार था, वहीं पर कुछ ऐसी प्रोग्रेसिव फैमिली की महिलाएं भी थी जिन्होंने लिखना और पढ़ना सीख लिया था. मैनी ऑफ देम कुड एक्सप्रेस देयर डिसकंटेंट एंड एंगर थ्रू देयर राइटिंग्स. सारी जो महिलाएं थी अपने एंगर्स को, अपनी डिसकंटेंट को राइटिंग्स में वो बताती थी. एज अ फ्यू लाइक सावित्री बाई could actually be part of the changing times, but often they had to face criticism from the orthodox elements in the society. Savitri Bai, 1831 to 97, was the first women teacher in modern Maharashtra. Savitri Bai पहली first women teacher थी modern Maharashtra की. She married Jyotibai Phule when she was 9. ज्योतिबाई फूले से इनकी शादी हुई थी जब ये केवल 9 वर्ष की थी. She studied his support. In 1848, they opened 5 schools in Pune, and in 1851, a special school for girls for depressed castes. They also opened orphanages for widows. A postal stamp has been released by the India Post in her honor. Pandita Ramabai laid the foundation for the movement for women's liberation in India. She traveled to England in 1883 and USA between 1886 and 1889 to raise money for Shada Sadan, the widows' home in Pune. Her letter written to the governor of Bombay about the way women patients were treated during the plague of 1897 caused a stir in the British Parliament. She faced the wrath of the Orthodox Society for airing her liberal ways. Did you know Pandita Ramabai was born in an Orthodox Brahmin family? At the age of 12, she could recite 20,000 Sanskrit verses. Her parents died in the famine of 1876 at a young age, and she therefore had to lead a life of unbearable hunger and hardships. She became a widow at an early age of 22, she then went to Pune, where she founded the Mahila Arya Samaj. She learned English and visited England, where she converted to Christianity. अब आते हैं रुकैया हुसैन पर. A Bengali woman started a school for Muslim girls in Bihar with her husband's support. बच्चों, रुकैया हुसैन जो थी एक बंगाली वुमेन थी जिन्होंने अपने हस्बैंड के सपोर्ट से मुस्लिम गर्ल्स स्कूल उन्होंने बिहार में खोला. As the member of the Association for Muslim Women, she was involved in many activities. She wrote a number of essays, especially about the practice of parda. She had to face much criticism. Sarojini Naidu, 1879 to 1949, the well-known women poet and social activist, helped in setting up the All Indian Women's Conference and demanded full voting rights for women as early as 1917. इन्होंने women के लिए full voting rights मांगा था 1917 में, जो थी सरोजनी नायडू. Reforms among the Muslims. The greatest Muslim reformers as Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. As a social reformer, he focused on the backward condition of women. He advocated removal of parda and spread of education for women. He condemned polygamy and quick divorce. Muslim women were conservative and did not get any opportunity to receive English education. By the end of the 19th century, with the support of Sultan Jahan Begum, the Begum of Bhopal, they were able to publish magazines that criticized the parda system and other restrictive practices. Reforms among the Parsis. Naroji Furdonji started the Religion Reform Association to modernize Parsis society. Dada Bhai Naroji used his newspaper Rast Koftar to propagate widow remarriage and other reforms. Guru Nanak Dev, the founder of Sikhism, was probably the first religious leader in the world whose message is recorded in writings to have granted women equal status to man in all aspects of life. In about 1500 AD, Guru Nanak preached the message of equality between women and men. He advocated that women are allowed to lead religious assemblies, to perform and lead congregational hymn singing called kirtan or bhajan, become members of religious management committees, to lead armies on the battlefield, have equality in marriage, etc. बच्चों, इन्होंने ही जो गुरु नानक देव थे वो पहले फाउंडर थे सिखिज्म के. उनकी बातें पहली बार राइटिंग में रिकॉर्ड की गई थी, जिन्होंने जो इक्वालिटी थी मैन और विमेन के बीच में उसके लिए फाइट किया. उन्होंने एडवोकेटेड किया, विमेन को अलाउ किया रिलीजियस असेंबली में जाना, वो परफॉर्म कर सके कीर्तन और भजन में. टू reinforce the message of equality among the genders, Guru Nanak says in Sri Guru Granth Sahib, in the earth and in the sky, I do not see any second. Among all the women and the men, his light is shining. मैं अर्थ और स्काई में कुछ भी दूसरी चीज़ नहीं देखता हूँ. मर्द और औरत के बीच में कुछ भी अलग नहीं है, कुछ भी ऊंचा नीचा नहीं है, उनकी लाइट शाइनिंग है. Impact of the reform movements. The impact of the reform movements against customs which were irrational led to awareness among the people. This, in turn, paved the way for laws to be enacted. Some of the laws which came into effect were regulation prohibiting infanticide passed in 1795 and 1802. In 1829, sati practice was banned. Sati practice खत्म हो गया था 1829 में. इन 1843 स्लेवरी वॉज डिक्लेयर्ड एज इलीगल. स्लेवरी इलीगल माना गया था. 1856 विडो रिमैरिजेस वॉज लीगलाइज्ड. विडो मैरिजेस लीगलाइज्ड हो गया था, यानी अब वो दोबारा से शादी कर सकती थी. इन 1972 अकॉर्डिंग टू द शारदा एक्ट, द मैरिजेबल एज ऑफ गर्ल्स वॉज मेड 14 years and for the boys 18 years. Women were also encouraged to be educated by the efforts of many reformers, and they were also given the rights to inherit property. Women in India are still facing some discrimination, especially in the rural communities and in some cultures, but the trend is positive. The rights of women have been growing steadily, and now women enjoy equality in many important fields of human life, including the right to vote in politics, in many job situations, in education, in armed forces, in many commercial departments, in religious duties, etc. हालांकि women को अभी भी inequality का सामना करना पड़ता है, लेकिन पहले के मुकाबले अगर अब देखा जाए तो बहुत सारे फील्ड्स में विमेन को इक्वालिटी मिल गई है. फिर वो राइट टू वोट हो, पॉलिटिक्स में हो, जॉब सिचुएशंस में हो, एजुकेशन में हो, आर्म्ड फोर्सेस में हो, रिलीजियस ड्यूटीज़ में हो, कमर्शियल डिपार्टमेंट्स में ही क्यों ना हो. However, much work still needs to be done for the women to achieve complete equality. हालांकि अभी और भी काम करना बाकी है ताकि विमेन को और इक्वालिटी मिल सके. Did you know? The first women to get the right to vote were those of New Zealand in 1893, followed by the Australian women in 1902. The United Kingdom gave women the right to vote in 1918, while the USA freed their women politically in 1920. The French women had to wait till 1944 and the Italian women till 1945 for the privilege. The first Asian country to give the right to vote to women was Mongolia in 1924, followed by the Ceylon, Sri Lanka in 1931. The Indian women got the right to vote in 1935. अब आते हैं आउट ऑफ बायोग्राफीज एंड अदर लिटरेचर यूज टू रिकंस्ट्रक्ट द हिस्ट्रीज ऑफ वुमेन. Ras Sundari Devi's autobiography, Amar Ziban, was the first autobiography to be written in Bengali. It illustrates the restrictions on Bengali women to get themselves educated. Ramabai Ranade edited and published the speeches of M.G. Ranade after his death. In her autobiography, she writes about the problems she faced when she tried to study. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar published a newspaper, Shom Prakash. Many of his articles featured in his newspapers. He wrote a series of articles in defense of widow remarriage. अब आते हैं लेट्स डू इट पर. राइट अ डिटेल्ड एनालिसिस ऑफ द सोशल कंडीशंस ऑफ women during pre and post British period. What kind of social evils did the women face and then and now, and what changes have been witnessed as an improvement in the present time. बच्चों एक डिटेल एनालिसिस कीजिए सोशल कंडीशंस का विमेन के ऊपर जो प्री और पोस्ट ब्रिटिश पीरियड के बाद में हुआ है, किस तरीके के सोशल इविल्स विमेंस को फेस करने पड़े थे तब और अब में क्या क्या चेंजेस आ गए हैं. इसके ऊपर आपको इसकी प्रैक्टिस खुद से करनी है. वर्ड ब्रेन, fearless, unequaled, zealous, using great energy and enthusiasm, downtrodden, made to suffer bad treatment, notch in South Asia, traditional dance formed by professional dancing girls, remorseless, slow, showing no pity, emancipation, to free from control, wrath, very great anger, and congregation, a gathering. तो बच्चों आ जाते हैं इसके एक्सरसाइजेस पर. टिक द करेक्ट आंसर. लोकिटावाड़ी टाइटल वॉज गिवन टू ऑप्शन ए, ऑप्शन बी, ऑप्शन सी, ऑप्शन डी. बच्चों आगे की प्रैक्टिस खुद से कीजिएगा. फिल द गैप्स. बच्चों चैप्टर की मदद से यहाँ पर जो गैप्स दिए गए हैं उनको फिल करना है. इसकी प्रैक्टिस खुद से कीजिएगा. राइट टी फॉर ट्रू एंड एफ फॉर फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट्स. मैनी रिफॉर्मर्स फोकस्ड ऑन द विमेन्स कंडीशंस. ट्रू. आगे की प्रैक्टिस खुद से कीजिएगा. आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस इन ब्रीफली. बच्चों इसकी प्रैक्टिस चैप्टर की मदद से खुद से कीजिएगा. आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस इन डिटेल. बच्चों चैप्टर की मदद से यहाँ जो क्वेश्चंस दिए गए हैं इनके बारे में हमने अभी चैप्टर में डिस्कस किया है. इसकी प्रैक्टिस खुद से कीजिएगा. स्किल एनरिचमेंट जोन. Quick response. During the medieval period, Rajput queens used to perform Johar, a practice of mass suicide by throwing themselves into fire. Johar was practiced by these queens after their husbands' defeat in wars, as an act of protection of their virtue and royal status. What do you think of this practice committed by Rajput queens? Would you have supported it? Share your views in it the class. बच्चों medieval period में राजपूत क्वींस जो होती थी वो जौहर परफॉर्म करती थी और ये एक तरीके का मास सुसाइड माना जाता था जिसमें वो फायर में खुद को झोंक देती थी. और ये जौहर तब प्रैक्टिस की जाती थी इन क्वींस के द्वारा जब उनके हस्बैंड्स को वॉर में डिफीट मिलती थी. अगर आप उस समय होते तो आप का क्या व्यू होता, क्या आप इसे सपोर्ट करते, इसके बारे में अपने व्यूज़ लिखिए. एक्टिविटी. बच्चों यहाँ पर एक्टिविटी दी गई है, इसे अच्छे से पढ़िए और उसके बाद में इसे परफॉर्म कीजिए अपने क्लास फेलो की सहायता से. Fun activity. Organize and practice in the group discussion on the topic Position of the Women in 19th Century. बच्चों इसकी प्रैक्टिस खुद से कीजिएगा. Out of the box. What do you think Indian women still lag behind their male counterparts in the field of education? Imagine if you are getting married at your present age, how would you feel? बच्चों इसकी प्रैक्टिस आप खुद से कीजिएगा. आई होप आज की क्लास में हमने जो भी पढ़ा आपको अच्छे से समझ में आ गया होगा. अब आप इसकी प्रैक्टिस खुद से करते रहिएगा.